Skippy the what?
We good? Did you say something?
Not yet.
Uh-oh.
Super echo.
Somebody got a lot of backfeed.
Yeah. That's cause he's probably in both apps. Yeah, you gotta back out either on the phone or from the system. So it won't be that echo shit. Crib.
Nah, you good now.
All right, we live.
Hold on.
All right, we live.
Somebody got the stream up.
Somebody got a lot of backfeed.
Who got the stream up?
That's me. Hold on. I'm trying to make sure this shit coming through.
Oh, he left the party. Wait,
He left the party.
No, he's still in here. I think
okay.
two different. Because there's still 4 of us in here, so. Right? Yeah, there you go. Okay. Yeah, we straight now. Riggs, you hearing?
Nah, I heard him on something else. I don't hear him on the phone shit. That's probably why. So I don't think you can change the settings from the app.
Yeah, I think you got to do it from. I don't know.
Yeah, you probably
From
just
the
gotta do it from the system.
Yeah.
I know y'all ass probably still at work, nigga.
We getting there, y'all. We just trying to get shit situated. Don't see.
Boys, hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Boys, hear me?
Yeah, your ass loud and clear, nigga.
Okay, there we go.
Sound like another Dino in that hoe. Oh, powerful ass voice.
You know.
Alright, it is posted to the page. We're good to start. No, I just said, Dino, you good to start, and this man says nothing.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
I said you good to start.
Oh, okay. All right. Welcome to Madden Junkies Junk Talk, your favorite podcast coming back to you live and direct. Today we got a special guest in the house, Mr. Cribbs from the Ravens. Say what's up to the people, Mr. Cribbs.
What up, my people? What up, junkies? We out here, man.
All right. We got A Skeezy, A Sky in the building as usual.
What's up? JETS, Jets.
And we got my man, Jay Riggs.
He forgot your name, nigga.
That nigga.
No, I didn't.
Like shit.
Yeah, you did. That's why you sounded out like that. He said, my man.
Because I didn't know how I wanted to say it. I ain't gonna forget his name. I didn't know if I want to say Riggs, Jay Riggs.
Same difference.
Tomatoes. And last but not least, we have myself. I can't remember my name, so let's go ahead and move forward.
Facts. You know, just like this team.
Shoot, we just
like
pretty much
remember.
We pretty much just came to the completion of week 7. We had some very interesting games happen week 7, man. Let's talk about some of them. Let's go ahead and talk about, I guess we had a rivalry game we could first talk about. We had the Bears and the Packers, as they always go at each other. We see the Bears got the best this time. Do you think that changes the momentum of this division? Or do you think the Detroit Lions still have a lock on this division, man? I'll start with you, Jay Riggs, man. How you feel about that division with the Lions, Vikings, Packers, and Bears?
With that being said, Bears win, that puts them up in the second place, but I still think at this current moment, it's the Lions division to lose. Because he only has one loss right now, so he has like a not a comfortable lead, but he has a nice lead. Like, but anything can happen. You know, niggas feel some type of way, and I say niggas gonna slip up and fuck up, but niggas do that shit all the time, every day. B.
Yeah, and I think the Lions are getting a forced win due to the fact that the Rams are still serving a suspension this week. I know the Vikings, so it's the only team I could see with a chance to overthrow the Lions, knowing we only in week 7, is probably the Bears at this point. Maybe I get proven wrong, man. But how you feel about this division, Sky?
Um, well, right now I'm looking at the Lions schedule, and they have beat the Bears once already. So I definitely feel like it's their division. They look crispy, they look sharp. They had a bad, not a bad loss, but a loss against a playoff contender in the Jaguars. So I mean, to see them, put up 31 against the Jaguar team that has a little bit of defense on them. We see them kind of play that against the Eagles. Held the Eagles under what they're averaging this last week, even though they lost. But we know they can play some defense. So I think the Lions are definitely on their way up. Unfortunately, he didn't get to play the Texans. I think that would have been a good barometer test for both teams. But things happen, and he's definitely got a good look. He's got to play. He's got a couple of tough games left, man. He's got the Jets coming up in 2 weeks, and he's got the Colts. And the Colts right now is probably the hottest team in the league, man. That's a tough dude right now, and he got the Cardinals still too. So those are 3 games that are definitely gonna test his moxie and see where he's really at with this team. But division wise, I think the Lions come out of there.
All right, man. Last but not least, man. First of all, I'm gonna welcome you. I don't think I gave you the proper welcome. Welcome, Mr. Cribs, the Junkies, man. Welcome to the league, man. We feel like this is one of the best leagues out, man. We value your opinion. We value your input, man. And we brought you on this podcast, man, just to get you, your frame of mind about the league and how things going. But first, we're going to ask you about this NFC North and how you feel about the Bears, Lions, Packers, and Vikings.
I feel strong about the Lions here. I think they're going to definitely take the division 5-1. You really got to catch up to them. I don't see them coming off too many losses during that division, so pretty much see them standardly handling everybody in that division. As far as the league, man, I'm glad to be part of it. Glad to see so many teams, a lot of user teams. We move kind of quickly in this league. 2 days is more than enough time to get a game scheduled in. And again, if you're not able to make games at that time, then the move on is needed. So we move pretty quickly. So I'm cool with it.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah, all right,
That's
man.
good to
Yeah,
hear
that's
that
what's
because
up.
we got a lot of. My bad, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I mean we got a lot of guys that have been here a long time. So to hear, I'm sure them hearing the feedback from you as a newer guy into this league. I mean, we don't like to be those guys, but we always tell y'all, man, go find. If you don't like what we doing, you can go find something else. But when you hear somebody coming into the league saying, "Hey, man, y'all doing your thing over here," it makes us feel good as commissioners knowing we done put something together that's worth the time, man. Ain't too many places you find 32 teams still strong at this point of the year, and we go through this
Facts.
every year. We say this, but 32 players in relevant games being played. Like people are actually scheduling games, not just yeah, man. If I'm on, I'll play you. Like nah, let's get it in, bro. I gotta get
Nah,
these dubs.
then right.
So it's good. It's good to see that, man. And winning helps because we see the Lions out there. He pressing for pushes. Winning definitely helps you want to play more. But we appreciate the league for being what they are, and we appreciate having you in the league with us, Cribs, man. We appreciate it, man.
Yeah, and let me add too, make no mistake about it, man. You being new in the league, trust me, you will be treated equal, just as somebody who was in the league day one, man. So we don't show no favoritism, man. We deliberate when it comes to forced wins or any type of situation, man. So the outcome is not favoring who we like; it's favoring what's right. So I think that's a big thing why this league been running so long, man. It's just because we try to do what's right. We may not always get it right, man, but we do our best to try to get it right, man. I think most of the members in this league know that they got a fair shot, man. Even when you get suspended, you got a right to appeal, man. Sometimes it may not work, but you still have that opportunity to appeal, man. So
Right.
once again, welcome to Junkies, man, and hopefully you here for years to come, man. So and do this thing, man. So let's go ahead and move on to the NFC South, man, where we got the Bucks, we got the Falcons, we got the Panthers, and we got the Saints, man. I guess we can go ahead and start with you, Mr. Cribbs, man. I guess, man, how you feel about the NFC South, man? Have you been watching these games? You getting to see some of these games?
Yeah, I'm
How you
seeing
feeling,
these
man?
games here. I always go to the standings the week after, see who the tough teams are. I'm more concerned about making it to the playoffs, of course, so I'm more looking towards the AFC, of course. I'm seeing a tight race though: 4-2, 3-3, 2-3, 2-4. I think I played the Buccaneers later on in the season. They're always a tough one. Um, but Saints 4-2, taking the early lead there. I'm not sure how many division games they played yet. Let's see here. Not too many. It's just one here. So he got a tough schedule on the back end there. Just trying to win his division. But if he handles things, looking strong, 4-2, early wins help your confidence.
No doubt.
Yes, they do, man. Yes, they do. Before we move on, man, I would like to interject right now. Today, if you're listening to this podcast, listen up. If you're listening to this podcast, you had an opportunity for your quarterback to receive +1 throwing power. Only thing you have to do is inbox me your quarterback's name with a football emoji before this podcast is over, and I will get to it, or Mr. Riggs, or JJ will get to it, and we will go ahead and do your upgrade for you. But you must put that in before the end of this podcast. Remember, it has to be your quarterback's name alongside of it with a football emoji. So let's go ahead and move on to Riggs, man. How you feel about the NFC South?
Uh, it's coming along how I think it was gonna come along. Saints over here powering through. Panthers trying to make a push. Falcons has made a trade to the Panthers, which is a trade in the division, which I don't know how that's gonna work. Basically trading DJ Moore, one time Panther, back to the Panthers for a first and a second. So, well, we all know how the Falcons are. They mix in the passing here and there, but they're a primary run first team and play like solid defense for the most part, or try to. But looking at these points allowed, motherfuckers are last in the league on that shit. Well, last in points for it and allowed. But
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I still pick the Saints to win this division.
And I do believe the Saints is. Did we decide on that force win this week, or I do believe the Saints are getting a force win? I'm not for sure we got that decision going, but it looks like we will be advancing possibly right after this podcast. So let's move on to Sky, man. Sky, how you feel about this division?
Um, it seems like it's a tight race. I'm not gonna count the Bucks out. I believe they won the last 2 years, didn't they? If I'm not
At least
mistaken.
last year.
No, last year there was a wild card. I think the Saints won the last. One of them, I don't know. Man. No,
But
the
it
Falcons won
was
the
a
last
close.
year. The
Oh, okay.
Saints won it the year before. I think the Bucks won it year one. The one it the first 2 years.
I'm gonna
Okay.
go. I'm gonna go with the Saints this year. I think at 4-2, I think they finally figured out what their identity as a team is, and hopefully they should know their division enough to win those games. Panthers, you can't really count them out, but I don't count them in either. I don't I don't know, man. That dude's a wild card with that team. He's making a lot of trades, and we see him making a lot of moves, but is it gonna be enough to get him over the hump? I don't know. But I don't like his points for and his points against at 3-3. That's not a good. That's not good. So that's why I kind of like the Saints a little better. I feel like defensively they look like they're a little stouter and more strong. But he's got to show that he can do it. He's got to show that he can do it. So it'll be a good divisional race. But I just think the Saints got this one. The Falcons. I have no why you would sign DJ Moore and then ship him off unless somebody done came up big out of that team and maybe he feels like he's got a younger guy that's ready to step in. I don't know. That's just a weird trade to me.
Okay. I kind of looked at that as maybe he's not looking, maybe he's not getting the ball to him enough to value.
To justify.
For,
that could be the paycheck.
Yeah,
he may have somebody he needs to sign, and that could have been the paycheck to move. So,
yeah,
that's very possible.
Could be. And the first and the second don't hurt either, especially if you're not planning on moving that direction in the future. But yeah, I'm with piggyback off you, man. I'm with the Saints this year, man. He seems like he's ready to go ahead and take the wheel, man, and take this division, man. But we'll see, man. The Falcons will surprise you, man. Second half of the season.
Yeah,
he always find a way to make that damn push.
Yeah,
he sure do. So
he does.
Moving on, man. NFC East, man. Riggs, I guess you won't be part of this one, but we got the Cowboys, we got the Eagles, we got the Giants.
Do we really need to talk about this?
Okay. I mean, out of respect towards the other teams, I would at least like to brush
Come on,
up.
man. Respect my division, bro. Respect my division, bro.
Did you see what just happened to the
we got the
football
football team?
Do you see what just happened to the football team?
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie. That coach,
Thank you. Thank you, Riggs. Come on now. Come on, let's be real. If we gonna
but
be
still,
honest,
you gotta respect my division, man. Shit. We respect your division.
You respect your division.
Oh, I know the Cowboys is coming off of, life is life, coming off of vacation. So he should probably be active probably after this next advance. And then I know I just received a message from the Giants last night. His PS5 is in the shop, so he's going to miss a couple of games. Chris, how you feel about this division, man? We gonna hurry up and get through this.
I mean, it's a lot of inactivity there, of course. Big dog Riggs up top, you know what I'm saying? Not even sweating over there. Ice cold chilling in first place. I don't think he didn't play the game yet this season, but, we gonna get through this one. We see the number one there, so nothing else needs to be said.
Yeah, I wonder, do he ever put his controller down, go get some water or something in the middle of the game? But I'm pretty sure it probably happened once or twice. I'm pretty sure it had, but yeah, man. I think we in consensus, man. It's the Eagles, man. It's the Eagles. Let's move on, man. Let's move on to the AFC West, man. It's a little bit more competitive this year. Too bad that the Rams had to lose that game, and I think the Seahawks got off to a very, very rough first quarter of the season, but he's starting to come too. But I'll go ahead. We'll start with you, Mr. Crib.
Time out. How you gonna say he had a rough start to the season and he got one win and you say he's starting to come on? Don't lie to these people.
Because his games
I think he beat the Raiders.
Because his games wasn't competitive at the beginning, and then he took some forced losses, took some sim losses, but he's starting to
give me the whole explanation.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's what I'm saying.
I didn't let you explain either, but I need the whole explanation first.
Yeah,
you can't tell me the first quarter of the season is 4 games and he only got one win that's not. But I see what you're saying now. So if that's a big win against the Raiders, I ain't gonna hold you. That's a good win to start off with. He got a tough division though. I don't see him winning that division. I know you didn't ask me, but I just don't see it. just because of who's in there. They got the Cardinals. Like you said, the Rams started off hot, but unfortunately, you don't follow the rules. It's what happens, man. And the Rams member been with us for a while, so he know the rules. So, but let's also make sure we look at the Rams points for and points against. Were they really doing that well?
Actually, he was. The points for and allowed it got out of hand when he played the Cardinals.
Okay,
the team he got suspension against.
Right. He's not gonna beat them, so.
I will say this: it always hurt more when you have a rule violation and get blowed out at the same time, and then have to serve a suspension after that. It's like, because the one thing you want to do is make a comeback. after you
Right.
receive a good beatdown, and then you get suspended. It shake guys up a little bit, but I mean they stay around, man, because it's not like we making nothing up. You know what I mean?
Right.
But
But
a lot of guys
let me
say,
say
"Oh,
this. Let me say this. Just because you got blown out, don't mean you can't be suspended for a violation. Y'all got to get that out your head too. Oh, I'm getting blown out, so I'm gonna just do whatever. No,
thank
the
you,
rules
thank
are
you,"
in
So
place
because
I
I
for
was
a
look
just about to
reason.
bring that up.
because we
And
definitely have it in Junkies history.
and
Like me personally,
yeah,
I was blowing a lot of niggas out at one point in time, like well handedly, and they was getting rule violations, and I was suspending them motherfuckers.
yeah. And then
And
the other half of that is you
So
can't
these
be.
so so these rule violations. I mean, what were they? Oh, I just got through the chat that they just 3 game suspension.
It all depends on It all depends on the severity. We talk about uh, if it
How many
happened
times is
before,
We
before?
we
Yeah.
previously.
talking we talking NFC West, right? So I'm talking specifically Rams.
Oh, he moving players around, doing just stuff he knows he's not supposed to do. And if there's
Oh, okay.
the
he
thing about it is the thing about it is
he conceded early.
It was a concede
that's
rule. Yeah, it
okay,
was a
concede
concede
rule
rule.
violation. But the thing
Hmm.
about it is we always say no matter who it is, show video evidence. So when we get
Hmm.
video evidence, we can't we're not making anything up, and neither is the person bringing the charges against you. So the thing is, don't do anything to jeopardize that. And the other part is, I'm tired of people seeing somebody get suspended, come back and say, "Well, I'm gonna say something next time." Well, say something. That's the whole point. Is for you to say so. If somebody's cheating you and they're breaking a rule, say something. Don't do it after the fact you got suspended or you want to come on somebody else's
That
post.
part.
Oh, they doing it to me too.
That
Well,
part.
where's the
That
evidence?
part.
Where's
That
the
part.
evidence? We have
That
always
part.
told everybody knows we've always said give us video evidence. Everybody got their phone right next to them. I know you do.
But
Take a two
my
second video, send it to one of
hmm
the commissioners,
that
and
part.
now you have
Yep.
evidence. But don't sit here and get on a post and get on a rant. Oh, I just don't say nothing. Well, that's on you.
But I'm not gonna knock you.
Riggs was blowing niggas out and being like, "No, you not finna cheat me because you're not finna cheat the league. That's cheating the league. I'll
And
take
I'm
your
not
ass whooping and go. I take
exactly.
mine.
Exactly. I'm not gonna knock you if you don't report somebody, but that's on you. Don't get
Thank
mad when
you.
somebody reports you, because don't expect because you don't report them or you not reporting the players you play that they're not going to report. Don't get mad. You can't get mad. You can't have it both ways. Like, oh,
Exactly.
I ain't gonna. All right, whatever. So he just
Cause
gonna keep doing it. But
that's why y'all get ignored. That's why we laugh at y'all posts and we laugh at y'all and we laugh it up because it's funny because we've had I don't know how many times we've told and it be the same people that pop up. Well, they cheat me too. Well, you ain't said nothing. So as far as I'm concerned, your games are being played fair.
But in another thing, it's a brotherhood, man. So you owe it. I feel like you owe that duty, even so, if you don't want to report them, you owe that duty to the rest of the members in the league. So you're saying basically, go ahead and go out and do it against all the other players in the league too, because I don't want to report it. You know what I'm saying? Like
I
you,
had one of the star teams in here report me. Too bad they were wrong, but they reported me. But guess what? There was video evidence. That's why I stream my games. That's why I put my
yeah,
games up on
yeah,
stream.
yeah,
Because guess what?
yeah,
People were able to do. They were like, "Oh yeah, maybe he did break that rule. Let me go back and look. Oh shit, he didn't break that rule."
yeah, yeah.
It's that
Exactly
simple.
right, man.
It's that simple.
If X Y or whoever come and report something to us just because they this member or that member, if they don't have the proper proof, like I said, we try to do things evenly, man, and judge everything evenly and treat everybody with the same respect. So if they don't have evidence to suspend you, we're not going to suspend you off word of mouth, man. It's got to be the evidence there, or we got to be watching the stream, or it's a collective thing with the commission. So
Yeah.
never think it's just one person suspending you. I may be in your inbox giving you the suspension, but we have already discussed it when it
As a
comes, man,
whole, yes. And
as a
also,
whole.
if you
So
do stream, put it on the page. We want to watch the games. Don't stream and then be like, "Oh, I stream," and then you don't have no video evidence because you don't know how to save the VOD on Twitch.
Well, I ain't gonna lie. I watch the games just to watch motherfuckers play, bro.
I
I
do
want to see good
too. I
games. A
love
lot of y'all
watching
motherfuckers having some
games.
good ass games, but back
Man,
to this suspension shit. Y'all motherfuckers keep repeating the same
Trust
damn
me.
violation.
it's gonna catch
Oh,
up to you
penalties gonna
eventually.
getting harsher and harsher. You can ask the
Yeah,
Raiders. The Raiders they
they
hit the
had a
max
death
penalty before,
penalty.
nigga. He hit the max penalty
It's
before.
still here. And I commend that nigga on that, because, nigga, you give me the back, I'm out.
I don't even know if he been suspended since.
I don't think so.
Nah, he hasn't.
He said, Krayshawn Cole says, the Colt says, what we gonna do about all these YouTube plays?
Everything's on YouTube now, so what do you
I
call YouTube
Yeah,
mean,
plays?
that's what I
Everything.
don't
Like, they literally,
understand.
like, at this point in time of the year, YouTubers literally go through every playbook, and so basically every play is on YouTube. So now,
Yeah.
what are you trying to say? Like,
like,
like
yeah, I
what?
mean,
Oh,
every
you talking about YouTube players? What are you gonna say about niggas that like sit there and just run stretch left, stretch right all day, every day? What we gonna do about that, Cole?
yeah, I mean, play within the rules. We got rules set, and we visit our rules at the end of every season, man. We got rules set, so just play within the rules now. If there's anything that's we think is taking advantage of gameplay in the league, we talk about it. We discuss that. We try to put something in place to make it a fair playing field, man. So, yeah, we'll
Because
do
to
something.
me,
We'll do something. If things get too out of hand, we'll do something.
also, if you're saying they're YouTube plays, that means you're saying there's a video on YouTube about it. Bring it to our attention.
Right.
I'm not out here checking YouTube for plays. I'm not out here looking to see what every YouTuber's running. If you can say for certain you know there's a play that's being cheesed and is being spammed, we will look into it, because sometimes it's just niggas, you just ain't got the personnel to stop it, and or you're just getting caught out of formation. I'm sorry, that's just the facts. In Madden, we know the Madden AI this year is not the greatest. But
It's
if
never
you're
Yeah.
been
saying
good.
you're for certain there's a cheese play out there, send it to a commissioner. We'll watch it. Now, whether or not we take anything above that, it depends on how we feel as a group, because it's going to be a group decision. I'm gonna tell you that now.
So
But you
basically,
can't
if you
because
know it's a YouTube play, sorry to cut you off, but if you
no, go
know if it's
ahead.
a YouTube play and you know somebody else is and you know somebody's running it and you have evidence, then bring it forward. Like we done it before. We the band like what 3 or 4 plays before
Mm-hmm.
adjustment.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
hasn't been recently, but we have banned some plays before. Like you
yep,
couldn't run it with these certain adjustments.
yep.
There's a reason why. There's a reason why if you manually send a man in motion, he must be to a complete stop before you can hike the box. There's a reason for that. Like we don't make up. We don't make. Most of our rules are made up from y'all gameplay. That's most of our rules are
But
made up. Y'all help
okay,
us.
Krayshawn, you're saying YouTube plays are a rule violation. Again, just like Riggs said, every play is on YouTube at this point. From the beginning of Madden. Not even just now. They start that way. Everything's on YouTube. You can literally go watch the pros play on YouTube. So you're going to there's plays out there. Now if you're saying now when I say YouTube play, I'm talking about somebody specifically showing that play, how to make the adjustments and how to hot route everything to beat it. And if it's taking advantage of the AI where you have no way to combat it, that's totally different. But you just saying
Exactly.
YouTube plays, that means nothing to me. I'm sorry. You can't just say YouTube
Yeah.
plays, because literally, nigga, we on YouTube right now. So what is it? YouTube plays needs to be specific. You need to give me a specific play formation, whatever, because you just
Because
saying YouTube. Because if you're mad because you can't stop whatever AJ's doing to you, because that clearly that's who we talking about. Then tell me what the play is.
Cole is definitely talking about all the cheesehead. He's probably including me in this shit. But tell you the truth, YouTube plays they vary from how to get like fourth and inches, how to glitch
Right.
out coverages, how to just like have consistent like get consistent first downs. They don't always have to be a fucking one play touchdown type shit. So you had to be like, be more specific on that shit. Like
That's
what
all
are
I'm
you
saying.
complaining about besides YouTube plays?
Because if
Because
all
tell
you're
you the truth,
doing
your
is
Exactly.
iPhone
YouTube.
tight, that's a YouTube play. If you would
Hello,
technically want to get down to it, it's
hello.
technically a YouTube play.
That stretch left and right. Hello, that's a YouTube play, my guy. But at the same time, I'm not gonna sit there and be like, "Oh, he's using a YouTube." Stop it. Make the adjustments. Do what you gotta do. But you can't keep saying, because and it's not just you. I'm not trying to just single you out, but a lot of people say that, oh, they're running YouTube plays. Well, what does that mean? Because YouTube plays is just a trigger word for, oh, they're beating me and I don't know how to stop it. Okay, but you said the plays that glitch out your safety, right? That's what they do. Okay, if you're saying there's a specific play that's glitching out your safety, you should be able to go to YouTube right now and say, how do I glitch out the Madden safety with this play? And you should be able to say, I don't know what you mean. Because again, he said, y'all know what I mean. The AI on this Madden is horrible, bro. If you don't have certain depth set with your, I ain't gonna tell you how to play your game, bro. I'm not gonna tell you how to play your game, bro. You gonna get it or you're not, because there's adjustments that can be made within the game. If you choose not to make the adjustments, or you want to play on your safety and bring him down 15 yards, and just because he's 97 speed, you think you're supposed to automatically get back there and you get beat over top. That's on you. Sorry, quit playing on your safety. Because now you're just being ridiculous, man. At this point, you're being ridiculous.
All right, okay. Once again, I'm going to reiterate during this podcast, the promotion is if you want +1 throwing power for your quarterback, you must inbox me your quarterback name along with a football emoji. When this podcast is over with, that is the deadline. I will screenshot the participants who qualify for it. You have until the end of the podcast, so I guess you got to be tuning in. I was headed to Riggs for the NFC West. Riggs, we got the Cardinals, 49ers, Rams, Seahawks.
Cardinals. I don't even know why we talking about this.
All right, but you can't wait. Time out. You can't short the NFC West. But not want us to short the NFC.
Yeah, y'all tried to short me, but y'all still shorted it. Y'all basically just wrapped it up.
I didn't. I said respect the division.
Yeah, it took y'all a while. We had like a 2-minute debate on respecting my division.
It's all. Hold on.
All right, that's cool.
But tell you the truth, it's the Cardinals. Like he has a stranglehold on this division. Like
facts.
Everybody he played against in that division literally bows down to him and just say, "Run all over me, pass all over me. I'm your humble servant."
Damn.
What is your division?
Okay, I'm sorry I made you extend the conversation. Let's move on to the
NFC East call Riggs Massa if that's what they doing in the NFC West.
They call me motherfucking asshole. That's what they call me.
That's short for Massa.
Well, we're running on limited time, so
like that.
I don't want to short the AFC now. So let's go ahead and get to the AFC North. Start with Sky, man. We got the Bengals, the Browns. The Browns are currently serving a suspension also. Then we got Mr. Cribbs with the Ravens, and then we got my man Walker with the Steelers, man.
I mean, Browns taking a tough one. They got to serve a suspension, but that's part of the game. Bengals always seem to be right in the mix. I think that's once he gets settled in, because I know he's doing some moving and he has some things going on. I think once he gets settled back in, he'll be all right. Steelers, I know they have some things going on too. So that division's still up for grabs. Ravens, I mean, the man be running the ball. If you can't stop his run, I don't know what to tell you. League leader, rusher. But that defense looks to be a little suspect, man. And that could just be because you played Riggs, though. You did play Riggs, so that's
facts. Facts. Riggs, how you feel about this division?
I picked the Ravens. Starting off, and I'm gonna stick to it. He's finding his fucking groove right now. So just be prepared for that, because you got JK acting a fucking fool over there, and then you got Lamar and Andrews just over there just tearing your motherfucking head off.
Yeah, man.
It's time.
Yeah, you're right. Me personally, I think the Bengals could win this division. I think it could be the Ravens to lose, man. I'm gonna go with the Ravens, but I wouldn't be surprised, man. The Bengals got a way, man. They got a way of luring you into their game when you play them. So, and stick with your game, man. But I'm gonna go with you, Chris, man. I'm gonna go with you, man. See how I look. Let's see how I look. My decisions look at the end of the year, man. AFC South, Sky. We got the Colts, the Jaguars, the Titans, and we got those whatever, the fucking Texans. How you feel about this decision, man?
Well, I'm definitely not picking the whatever, so there's that. I don't know, man. Colts is tough. I ain't gonna hold you. We just had a great game of 2 weeks ago, 2 pushes ago. He's a good user. He knows what he wants to do. I think he's figured out what he wants to do offensively. Defensively, the man's playing out his mind. He made some trades that definitely are win now trades, and it's definitely like it's helped with what he's trying to do. So I can't be mad at it. Jaguars are always going to be right there. I think the division comes down to them two, and the Jaguars dealing with life after Miles Jack. Obviously, he felt he could move him because he probably had somebody else he's ready to step up, but that's a huge piece to lose. So we'll see what happens there defensively for him. And then the Titans, man, you can't. I mean, 4-2, they're doing something. They figured out something, and you got it. Whenever you have a Derrick Henry, I can see this team. I can see this division giving three teams in the playoffs for sure. And then that last spot will come down to the Titans and Texans, but I could see that. I could see that happening.
Derrick Henry is a load, man. Let's go ahead and move to you, Mr. Cribbs, man. How you feel about this AFC South, bro?
AFC South is always. I'm taking them Jags, man. For some reason, they always come out on top, but the Colts are always tough. Always tough. He got something moving over there. Okay, he will power your ass and drop it over top of you. 6-1, looking pretty good. I'm taking the Jags and the Colts. I'm hoping the Titans and the Texans fall off because too many 3-4 teams, 4-2 teams are always tight over there in the AFC. So if I could get in, slip in the playoffs, make some noise, you know what I mean? If I don't win my division, of course, the better the situation for me.
All right, man. Riggs, AFC South.
I'm sticking with my pick. I'm picking the Colts. Like you mentioned earlier, he made some trades. Some win now trades. Traded for O lineman. He traded for offense and defense. So and it's actually showing improvement because he's leading that division in points forward and points allowed. So he's making sure his name is heard this year.
Yeah, it definitely is a tough division, man. We'll see what happens, man. We got a lot of games left to play in here, man. Let's move on to the AFC East, man. We'll go with you, Riggs, since we got you already on here, man. We got the Bills, Dolphins, Jets, and we got the almighty Patriots.
Almighty what?
Almighty Patriots. I just say that because that's my team in real life, man. So it's just almighty Patriots, man.
But this is Madden Junkies. But Loki, picking the Jets, this has probably been like the most overall improved division because each year they keep getting better, but they still can't get over the hump of the Jets. Pause. So like Dolphins, he made some moves. He's getting better. He's finding ways to win games, but he also finds ways to lose games. Bills, you're gonna get what you get with him. He's gonna run the ball. He might cook up maybe 1 or 2 dots, but other than that, he's gonna run the ball and he's gonna try and play solid defense. Patriots, he just out there getting his noodle knocked loose.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I think the statement that you made about them getting better, but the Jets getting better too, is it's the truest shit. Truest shit. I personally feel like the Bills and the Dolphins have gotten better, man. And but I just feel like while they're getting better, the Jets is getting better also. So they're gonna have to get a lot better, a lot faster. So. But yeah, I'm picking the Jets in this division. Let's move on to Mr. Cribs. How you feel about this division, sir?
I'm taking the Jets. Jets strong Jets all day. Number 2 ranked team in ASC. Always plays good. He can get it done in several aspects of the game.
Yeah, I'm with you there, man. Coming off that big win this week against the Cardinals, can't do nothing but boost your confidence, man. Can't do nothing but boost your confidence, man. But we'll see where things end at the end of the season, man. The Dolphins, he ain't going nowhere, man. He gonna keep talking his shit, and he gonna keep getting up off the ground, man. Talking about let's go another round. So
he next.
Man, he be talking shit about everybody else, but he talks shit to the Jets, and next thing you know, he go home with his tail between his fucking legs
every single time, and you're gonna see it again after the push.
And then last but not least, we go. Yeah, he has, man. Last but not least, we're going to the AFC South. Once again, this podcast is almost over. I will remind you, if you want to qualify for +1 throwing power for your quarterback, you must enter your quarterback name in my inbox along with the football emoji, because once this podcast is over, it will close. The upgrade will be closed. So make sure you get that done, man. Moving on to the AFC West, man. Let's go ahead and start with you, Mr. Cribs. We got the Super Bowl champions, Broncos, Chargers, Chiefs, and the Raiders.
Surprising. Super Bowl champs, 3-3. I mean, really surprising to me. I thought they would come off another, championship season and be rocking things, but Chargers Raiders take that early booster right there. I'm not sure how many conference games they played yet, but only one here. So they got the tail end also. Majority of their conference games. Hopefully Broncos, don't lose too many more here to where you really gotta fight back to get in the playoffs with that 10-team tight playoff race with everybody at that 3-4, 3-3 mark there.
Yeah. So who are you picking in the division? I'm sorry.
I'm taking the Broncos. I got them coming back, knocking off the top earners there.
Okay. All right, fair enough, man. Let's go ahead and move with you, Sky, man. How you feel about this division?
Chargers look like they locked in, man. So I'm gonna ride with the Chargers. Raiders are always right there, but he always has some weird hiccup in the middle of the season that knocks him down a peg or two. So this is right about the time for him to lose a couple games. If the Chargers can keep playing and sustain what they're doing, I think they'll be fine. Can never knock the Broncos, though. I mean, they're Broncos are the Broncos. So, once he gets back in rhythm of playing, I'm sure he'll make a run. But I think the Chargers can win this division.
All right. So Chargers one, Broncos, Riggs. How you feel about this division?
It's a crazy division. Because Chargers usually start out strong. As long as he stays focused, he can win this division. Broncos, things happen in life, so sometimes he's not able to play. But I guarantee you, if he finishes off this season strong, he'll make the wild card and make noise like he done before. I believe if the Broncos play his games, he can easily win that division for the most part.
All right. And it's been told to me, I always say, well, if the Broncos active, he plays games, because it's true. It's just true. But I think the Chargers beat the Broncos this season. I think they played, and I think he beat the Broncos, but I don't know how much stock the Broncos put into the regular season, man. I think he just try to win more than he lose and get to the play. I don't know. I don't know if he even care about his seat. I don't know, man. I know he care about winning because he won the Super Bowl. It was some good games. He had some real good games that could have went either way. But hey, it was the luck of the bounce, and he won the Super Bowl. But with that said, man, I played the Chargers last week a couple weeks ago, made me change my whole game plan after that. He beat my ass, and I can't wait to see him again. I'm gonna give credit what credit due, but I still ain't picking him. I'm still going with the Broncos because to beat the champ, to be the champ, you got to beat the champ. And it's a lot of games left in this division, man. And if, like I said, once again, if the Broncos play his games, he's getting a forced win this week, so that's another win. The Raiders could be getting a loss. It's a fair sim, so they could possibly get another loss that will drop them back farther. I think the Chargers are coming off a tie game, which I don't really know how to feel about tie games. And I forgot who he played with, but it was 17-17 Bucks coming off a tie game. And I don't really know. I figure he'll win that game with the Panthers. So we'll see, man. I think the verdict is still out, but if I got to pick now, man, it's definitely got to be the Super Bowl champions. I don't know how you pick against them, but that's it, man. It's still a lot of tough games left. There's still a lot of exciting games left. It's still a lot of movement that can be made, man. It's things can go. There's a lot of division. Things can go really good. They can go really bad, man. But shit, like, I don't know if anybody even picked the Broncos to win the Super Bowl last year. So who knows, man? Anybody can win the Super Bowl, man. If you get hot, you get on a hot streak, anything can happen, man. Well, let's go ahead and get these final words, man. I appreciate everyone listening to the podcast, everybody that comes on the podcast. We appreciate your input, man. Anything that you got to say, man, go ahead and say it, man. Go ahead and say it, man. Anything that you think that could be changed in the league, it might not be changed right away, man, but we talk about it, man. We always want to make the league better. But let's go ahead and start with you, Mr. Cribbs. You are our guest, man. What's your last words for the people?
Might be on a business call.
Okay, full of conversation. Riggs, what's your last word for the people? What's your last word for the people? Now, I'm pretty sure he had to get off or do something real quick. So.
Continue to get the game scheduled, man. Follow up on the rules. Pretty much everybody been in this league long enough to know the rules, so there should be no problem for you not to follow them. But continue to reach out, get your games played. We're getting close to the 100% participation games getting played. You know what happens when we get that shit done? Everybody get a little something. But when y'all niggas out there lacking, y'all niggas slacking, y'all gotta get out here and get packing.
Mm-hmm. Also, I say look for that X Factor challenge coming soon. We do it at least once a year, so look for it to come soon, that X Factor challenge. And hey, guys, go out there and play for that X Factor challenge, man. So look for that to come. Mr. Cribbs, are you back?
Yeah, I'm back.
All right. What's your final word for the people, man?
Final word, good luck to everyone on the home stretch here as we end out the late season. Appreciate y'all having me on the podcast. Man, Junkies all day.
All right, man. With that said, man, only thing I have to say is, piggyback off Riggs, man, get the games played. Let's get that 100% participation. I don't think, did it happen last season at all?
I think no. We were
short. No. Let's go, man. Let's get it.
Like 1 or 2 games. We was always 1 or 2 games short. We was actually 1 or 2 games short earlier this year.
Yeah, let's go, man. Let's get it. Man. Let's reward ourselves. Getting 100%.
Forces do not count as 100%.
Exactly. Getting 100% participation, man. We are rewarding ourselves, man. So let's reward ourselves and get it, man. Last but not least, we're gonna go to Sky, man. Sky, what's your closing words for the people, man?
Real quick, man, just want to send an RIP to Dwayne Haskins and, prayers to his family and everybody that's involved in that situation, man. I know we just play Madden football here, but we all are fans of football, so any loss like that is always a tough loss, especially at such a young age. So prayers up to his family, just sending condolences from the Junkie family to them. But like Riggs said, man, get games played. If you play us on the schedule, go ahead and get ready to take your L. Jets are coming. We back focused and back in business this year. Dolphins, you next.
All right. With that said, man, we're gonna take a little final look at this week games, man. We believe we can go ahead and advance right after this podcast, man. And if so, go ahead and get your game schedule, man. Let's get to that 100%. Let's get to that 100% games played, man. Know your next week opponent, man. It's okay. It's okay to set up a game with your opponent before we advance to the week, man. It's okay to get that game set up, man. Let's get them games. Let's get them games set up. Get them games played, man. Piggyback out, Scott, man. R.I.P. to Wayne Haskins, man. Gone too soon, man. Gone too soon, man. Yeah, man, and yeah, man. Just live your life to the fullest, man. You never know. You just never know, man. With that said, man, appreciate you all tuning in. I hope you got into my inbox. If you didn't, maybe next podcast. Peace.
Jay,